What's going on, guys? Just getting into the shop here this morning on Saturday. Got another beautiful day, but it's going to be shitty tomorrow and shitty Monday. So, I'll take my good days when I can. So, the YouTube channel, the direction it's going to go, it's probably going to be more of like a vlogging thing, and then also some demonstrations and testings and something that's legitimate, unbiased. But the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to compare three companies together. We're gonna get like a junk hood, and we're gonna test three coating companies against each other. So the first one that we're gonna test is Crystal Serum C1 versus there's a bottle of quartz back there somewhere. That's wheel. That's a small bottle. Versus EcoCoat Quartz. Versus there's another bottle back here that a lot of people don't really know that I have, but I don't really care. I've got Omega that we're going to be testing against those three. And then, of course, we're going to test Alpha against, I got my Kenzo boxes right there, against Kenzo and against Ultra. And the only thing I don't have is Ultra, and I don't have the spray sealant for SP3. So we're also going to be testing the spray sealants. So of course, C2V3 right here, and I've got these little things of Premier, which are the same thing as the big ones, but I just keep the sample bottles because it's easier. So it'll be C2V3 versus Premier versus the spray sealant for SP3. So we'll test them with like the spray sealants. We won't do an abrasion test because that's nonsense, but we'll do a chemical resistance test, and that'll be pretty straightforward. And then with the coatings, we'll do an abrasion resistance test, and we'll do a chemical resistance test. Of course, the three bottom end coatings are very similar to each other. The only difference is Crystal Serum, Crystal Lacquer, C1, has a longer lifespan than EcoCoat Quartz and Omega. It's supposed to last 3 to 5 years. So we're going to be testing those coatings against each other. And just so you know, it's not to spark controversy. I do install for G-Technic and IGL. So I'm not being biased in this. I'm actually just testing to see how they compare to each other, how resistant they are to certain things. It's a good thing to do. It's a good practice to get into. And yeah, that's pretty much it. That's where I'm going to be taking the channel. So I hope you guys tag along and enjoy the content. I'm going to try and upload at least 2 videos a week. Yeah, we'll see where it goes. I think it'll be great, and you guys get to see some of the cool cars I get to work on. We've got this 7,500 mile first generation Viper. The paint's in really good condition. We're going to be doing a pretty heavy correction on that, as well as replacing a lot of interior parts. And you know, I think this was a Texas car. Yeah, it was a Texas car. It's got headlight and fog light tint. We're going to rip all that off, and we're going to basically return it to original, so that way it looks like an actual Viper and not a Rice Viper. This 993 is coated in Kenzo. This 991 is coated in Kenzo. This is completely done. This one still needs work. We've got to powder coat the wheels, and we've got to do some interior treatment. And once that's all set, we'll redetail the exterior, do final touches, and deliver the product. We've got this SRT 392, identical car to the yellow one that I did for a police officer local here. This is his baby. He loves this car. Sadly, he chooses poor covers, but it's okay. As long as you put the car away clean and the cover's clean, you usually don't have issues. So this is getting, I just did a correction in the paint in the fall last year, and now he wants the glass and wheels done, so we're going to do that before he takes delivery at the end of the month. And then I've got this. It's hard to get to. It's fucking buried. Like I said, a lot of these cars are buried. We've got this 987 to do. We're going to be removing the PPF on the entire car and replacing it with Expel Ultimate. Of course, they're just going to be the pre-cut kits, nothing crazy. This is a 2005, so the PPF is 13 years old, so that's going to be fun to remove. Porsche PPF's terrible. And then we're also, in addition, we're going to wrap the headlights after we give a quick correction to. This car, this is a 356. This is a very unique car. There's not many of them in this good a shape. This has been resprayed, but a very long time ago. This is an SC 356. Did I say 365? I'm sorry. If people don't know about this car, it's actually no surprise, because what Porsche did was, this is technically a speedster frame and lower half with a roof. They kept making these cars during the production of the first 911s because the 911s didn't really catch on, and people weren't really too fond of them, and so they kept producing this car. And then when the 911 took off, they stopped producing this car. So this is a 6-volt starting system. It's pretty unique. It's getting some repair work done, and then we're doing a concourse level correction to it and coating, and everything's going to get pulled apart and redone. So that's it. That's really close around here. I'm going to get to work. I got to eat some breakfast, and then, yeah, get to detailing, bros. Take care. See you in the next one.